and block the kick by moving into the other side. But you need to build that muscle, and you need to build that muscle memory, all right? That muscle in your hip to be able to do this. Once you get comfortable, start speeding it up. Once you warm up, start speeding up your techniques. Alright guys, so I'm going to be guiding you through the shadowboxing. It's a very simple shadowboxing, but it's super useful, and for me it's an advanced type of shadowboxing. So right now we're going to be focusing on holding and balancing our blocks for the kicks. So instead of just blocking and bringing your leg down, you can do a technique and then block. So if you notice, I did a knee, I did a teep here, and then I hold the block after my technique. This is really going to help you to build that hip flexor muscle. It's advanced type of training because a lot of times we don't have that hip flexor muscle built, so it makes it hard for us to do this type of technique. But once you practice it enough, you're going to build that balance and you're going to build that muscle in your hip, and it's going to be a lot easier to do these type of techniques. Also, something that's very useful, if you notice, I'm not just blocking, I'm also moving my block. So sometimes move the block. So you have 3 types of ways to do it. One is just to block and hold the block. The other one is to throw a technique, like right now I did a teep and then block, so you're gonna hold the block afterwards. And then the other one is also just moving the block. So sometimes you block and then move the block side to side. What's it gonna help you do? And for example, if somebody kicks and you block and then they, for example, trick you, then you're able to move the block as in midair. So you can build that muscle memory, you can build that muscle in your hip flexor to be able to do that. So a lot of times we might get tricked, we might block on the wrong side, but we can still move that block and block the kick by moving into the other side. But you need to build that muscle, and you need to build that muscle memory, all right? That muscle in your hip to be able to do this. Once you get comfortable, start speeding it up. Once you warm up, start speeding up your techniques, start throwing different types of techniques, and still keep working on your balance, still keep working on your footwork as well. Remember guys, shadowboxing is all about visualizing our opponent. So don't just visualize your attacks, visualize your opponent attacking you, visualize yourself adapting to their attacks. But again, in this type of shadowboxing, we're just focusing mostly on our balance and building that hip flexor muscle. Again guys, you can do a technique like I did right there, throw some teeps and then hold the block afterwards. You can hold the blocks and move the blocks as well. You can just hold the block right after, but keep moving with your footwork, keep visualizing, keep throwing your attacks, keep throwing your counters, keep using that footwork, and then you'll be on your way on getting more advanced techniques under your belt. Alright guys, see you guys next time.